God. It says you're blessed when you're at the end of your rope because there's less of you and more of God. The sweet spot of life is really coming to the end of yourself. One of the early ways God, I think, began to help me understand that principle was on a summer mission to Eastern Europe. And as I didn't know which country I was going to, I was just there. I figured this will be a great opportunity to be on some team and get some good discipling and have a great ministry experience, and started to ask around where were the different places you could go. And right away it was shared with me that one place that was super secret, and it was kind of like just a total undercover place to go. It was the country of Romania. It just felt like a real clandestine kind of thing, partly because of their ruler, Nicolae Ceausescu, who killed Christians. And what you did is kind of snuck around and you taught conferences to some of the believers there, and figured, that's a little out of my league, above my pay grade. So the day came for us to find out where we were going to serve for the summer. And the way we learned back then is we were in this big auditorium, and it was like a game show. The Price is Right. The staff who was leading it stood up and said, the team going to Poland, and they would call the team leaders down, and everyone would cheer, rah, awesome. And so this went on for a while, and they got to the country of Romania, and they stood up and they said, team leaders Mark Gauthier, at which my throat just went down into my stomach, if that even makes sense. But I felt like I wanted to throw up. I thought that I didn't just hear that. And I just walked forward. I was in a surreal place. I thought, I can't be doing this. And they announced the team going with me. I asked them 500 times at least, what are your names? I couldn't even think it through. I thought, I can't do this. After the session, I went up to the country director and I said, I'm not going. I don't know why you picked me. Long and the short of it is I said, I don't think I'm the one. I went to my little dorm room and I got down on my knees and I said, God, really, this isn't funny. I do not feel like this is something I can do. And obviously in the process felt like, God was leading me to do it. And so for me, part of what the Lord has done is He's backed me into corners where I feel stuck. I feel like I don't have the resources to actually solve my problem. And He, in those moments, has reminded me, Mark, I'm with you. I have the resources. And learning to actually say, yes, Lord, you do. Give me the power to do that. Or to step out in faith in the ministry and say, God, fill me with your Spirit. I'm going to trust you that you're going before me and already working in my context. Well, the moment came for us to go into the country. And we were in Vienna, Austria, and we're told by the staff, go in, don't call us if anything happens. There's an information number listed under Luke Skywalker, an information directory in Los Angeles. It's an answering machine. If you have a problem, call that. So I'm a college student. I'm thinking, what are they saying? What is this all about? And then they said, and here is the list of the 8 contacts that you're going to meet. They said, this is what we'd like you to do with those contacts. When you go across the border, put them in your underwear. And I thought, what? That's crazy. What those contacts were, those were just names with contact information, the train station, 7 o'clock at night in Bucharest, and show up there on July 24th. And I had a little pass sign. It was a cassette tape. The contact would walk up to me, and they would say a password to me. I would say a password back to them. They would walk off, I would follow them, and they would take us across the country, and we would hike up into the mountains for 4 hours, and there before our very eyes at some peasant's farm were anywhere from 15 to 40 adult Christians who had risked their life to come and hear 4 college students talk about basic fundamental principles of the faith. But the point of the story early on that I made is when we got to the border of Romania, and they'd given us some Bibles to take in, and our team had said, God, we're going to put the Bibles in this backpack and we're going to pray that you protect us. Lord Jesus, when you were on earth, you made blind eyes to see. I pray now that you would make seeing eyes blind. And we thought, I just can't envision how this is going to happen. Never forget, I remember it vividly, about 11 o'clock at night. I see the guards out there, the machine guns, and the guards came in probably 3 or 4 times. Searched 3 of the backpacks, never searching that 4th backpack. And when they finally left, we gave out, as I like to say, the loudest silent cheer heaven has ever heard. Wow, God, I can't believe you did that. And I remember thinking, Lord, that's the way I want to live my life. Or if you don't come through for me, I don't have anywhere to turn. And he's already working and preparing people out there before us. We just need to enter into it. And so this summer, being in that context, just saying, God, who have you prepared? We're walking in the power of your Spirit as your witnesses. We're trusting you to accomplish anything in and through us. That even when we're in the most inadequate of places, he says you're blessed when you're at the end of your rope, because there's less of you and more of God.